Welcome to Real English Voices, where your language journey comes alive. I'm Tom.
And I'm Ria. We're here to help you sound more natural, confident, and expressive in English. Today's episode is all about what, Tom?
Upgrading your vocabulary, and not just with boring lists or confusing explanations. Ria and I are going to give you 10 powerful alternatives to two common phrases, very good and very bad. But not just the words, we'll show you how to use them in real life.
Exactly. Because let's admit it, once you start paying attention, very good and very bad start sounding kind of lifeless, right?
They do. I mean, think about it. You could say, my weekend was very good. Or you could say, my weekend was wonderful. Or it was fantastic. Instantly more colorful.
And for very bad, you might say, that movie was very bad. Wouldn't it be more fun to say, the movie was dreadful, awful, or even atrocious? Tom, when was the last time you used very bad in a real conversation?
Honestly, probably in elementary school. We outgrow those words, but sometimes when you're learning, it's just easier to stick with what you know. But that's why we're here, to push those boundaries.
Yes, you deserve the whole color palette of English, not just black and white. Okay, let's start off with the very good side. Tom, what's a favorite alternative you use?
I love excellent. It feels professional, positive, but a bit elevated. Like last week in a meeting, my boss asked about my presentation, and I said, I think it went excellent. And she actually lit up like, wow, you're confident.
Totally. It's one of those words that makes you sound prepared and enthusiastic. I also use brilliant a lot with friends when we're planning something exciting, like, that's a brilliant idea.
Oh, that's British of you. I love that. Actually, can I tell a quick story?
Of course.
I once traveled to London and was nervous about talking to locals. I tried small talk with a taxi driver, complimenting his driving. Instead of very good, I said, you're brilliant behind the wheel. The driver broke into this big smile and said, thanks, mate. It made the whole ride less awkward.
That's adorable. It's amazing how the right word can build a quick human connection, even across cultures. For me, fantastic always feels cheerful. Like, your cooking is fantastic. It's powerful, but also friendly.
I completely agree. And then there's outstanding. That's a word my high school teacher always wrote on our best essays. I felt so proud seeing outstanding at the top of my paper, not just very good.
I love that word. It always feels like you achieved something extra, like you really stood out from the crowd.
So let's imagine you're in a job interview, and the interviewer asks, how would your last boss describe your work? Instead of saying, they'd say I'm a very good worker, you could say, they'd call me outstanding in meeting deadlines. See how much more impact that has?
Huge difference. It grabs attention. Here's one I adore. Impressive. People love to hear that their work or effort is impressive. If your friend just finished a marathon, you could say, that's impressive, instead of, that's very good.
I like that one. Impressive sounds strong and authentic, like you genuinely admire someone. And there's superb, which always makes me think of food for some reason. The meal was superb. Just sounds mouthwatering.
Absolutely. Superb is so rich. Makes me hungry, Tom. You know, my mom is a fantastic cook, and when I say, Mom, the dinner is superb, she glows. Words really do matter. Speaking of food, what's the best meal you've had recently? And which word would you use to describe it?
Oh, okay. Last week I tried sushi at a new place in town. I could say it was very good, but honestly, it was exquisite. Everything was so perfectly balanced.
Wow, exquisite is like a next level compliment. That's like you're so amazed you can barely express it.
Exactly. It's for those rare moments. And don't forget about amazing. It's casual, fun, and makes people feel special.
I love telling my students, your progress is amazing. It pumps them up and encourages them to keep going.
Motivation, it's half the battle in language learning. Let's try a mini role play. I'll say a sentence and you make it pop with an upgraded word. Ready?
I'm nervous, but okay.
How was the concert?
The concert was electrifying. The music, the energy, so much more than just very good.
Brilliant. I would have said unforgettable, but electrifying is perfect. Listeners, try this exercise at home. Replace your usual answers with bigger and bolder words. It works wonders.
Such a good tip. And now, let's cross to the dark side. Very bad alternatives. Tom, what comes to mind?
Honestly, terrible. It's my go-to. If a movie is really disappointing, I won't say very bad. I'll say, that was terrible. It's expressive, but not rude.
And I love awful. It packs a punch, but is still common enough in daily talk, like, I'm having an awful day. Easy and clear.
Here's a funny one. Dreadful. It sounds almost dramatic, like in classic novels. The weather is dreadful. Usually when it's pouring rain and I just want to stay in bed.
It totally reminds me of my British aunt. She'll say, "Oh, darling, the traffic was absolutely dreadful." I think words like that show a bit of personality.
They do, and if we go even stronger, there's abysmal. That's for something spectacularly bad. Like when your favorite team loses by a landslide. Their performance was abysmal.
That's a strong word. I think I've used horrendous a few times. Once, I stayed at a hotel where the towels were dirty, the bed creaked all night, and the staff was rude. I told my friend, it was horrendous.
Ouch, that is horrendous. And there's atrocious, like beyond bad, just shockingly awful.
Yeah, my friend once tried to bake cookies but forgot the sugar and the baking powder. I took a bite and said, "I'm sorry, these are atrocious, but I love you for trying."
You're a good friend, Ria. Okay, here's another. Appalling. I use it to talk about news or situations that are shocking or deeply upsetting, like, the conditions in that factory are appalling. It shows a strong emotional reaction.
Totally agree. Appalling works for serious situations. For more everyday things, lousy is fun. I have a lousy cold, or that was a lousy game. It's a bit lighter.
You know, sometimes people ask, why do I need so many words for the same thing? The answer is English is all about shades of meaning. The more words you have at your command, the more accurately you can express how you really feel.
Right. Very bad isn't enough to describe heartbreak, disappointment, frustration, or total disaster. The listener can feel your emotions more vividly when you use words like heartbreaking or miserable.
Oh, yes, miserable, like after the longest, coldest day when all you want is a warm drink and your bed. Today was miserable. Relatable.
And heartbreaking for those deep, sad moments. Like if a character in a book loses their best friend, it's not just very bad, it's heartbreaking.
Let's do another role play. I'll describe something. You give it a new word instead of very bad. Ready?
Here we go.
Today's test was very bad.
Today's test was disastrous. Nothing went as planned.
Love it! Next, that customer service was very bad.
That customer service was appalling. They ignored me the whole time.
Perfect! Listeners, practicing like this can really level up your speaking skills. Try exaggerating for effect, too. Language is about expressing you.
Yes! And don't be afraid to experiment with new words. Maybe you'll feel awkward at first, maybe you'll even make a mistake, but that's how we learn.
True story. When I first learned atrocious, I called a meal atrocious at a family dinner, not knowing how strong the word really was. Let's just say my mom didn't bake for me for a few weeks.
Oh boy! Context matters, everyone. The right word in the right place, powerful. The wrong word at the wrong time, maybe not so much.
You'll get there with practice. Over time, these words become natural, and you'll find yourself reaching for them without thinking.
And your English will sound so much more alive, more real, more you.
That's what matters. Not just sounding like a textbook, but like a living, breathing person.
Exactly. So, Tom, can we do a lightning round and recap our favorite very good and very bad words, but in actual sentences? Like real conversations?
You read my mind. I'll start. The chef's new dish was outstanding. I've never tasted anything like it.
Nice. My new manager is brilliant at motivating the team. Everyone works harder because of her.
Last night's party was fantastic. We danced until dawn.
Your piano performance was impressive. I could listen all day.
Wait, let's switch to very bad alternatives.
Okay. His presentation was abysmal. No one understood a word.
That horror movie was dreadful. We left after an hour.
I have a horrendous headache. I need to rest.
The food at that cafe was atrocious. Never again.
See? Every sentence gives you a different flavor.
Exactly. And remember, listeners, don't just memorize these words. Listen for them in TV shows, books, even in new podcasts like this one.
Try using them in your next conversation. You can even challenge a friend. Who can use the most creative alternative to very good or very bad today?
Ooh, I like that. Make it a game. The winner gets bragging rights.
Most importantly, remember why you're learning. It's not just for exams. It's to connect, to smile, to share, to live in English.
Language is a bridge, and every new word you master is a new plank on that bridge.
So keep building, trust your voice, and don't be afraid to sound amazing. Thank you for joining us today, friends.
You were outstanding listeners, and if you enjoyed this episode, tell us about the last time you heard or used an upgraded word in English.
And always remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being brave, being real, and never giving up.
Catch us next time on Real English Voices, where every episode brings you closer to your true, confident self in English.
Bye for now, and keep shining, language learners.